Dolphins with it all to play for. So underway, Jared Sutton referee for this one, the last preparation of these two Queensland clubs. And no Fodawaker it is with the first hit up for the Titans. A bit to prove to their fans after a massive disappointment last week in their first hit out. In fact, some would say they're a little embarrassed. All strong from Tino, right over the top of Plath there. Verrills, Fodawaker will get a second charge in the opening set. One of many Queensland Origin players on show. Now Kinney up on the line. What a remarkable season. Capped off as the Paul Broughton medal winner at the Titans, and test selection. Campbell's kick was a little delicate, wasn't he, as he put boot to ball. And Tabuai Fido with it for the Dolphins. We've got the veteran Des Hasler at the helm of the Titans, Christian Wolf. We can't say rookie, we can say rookie, but not first timer, because he does have those 2 games of NRL coaching experience back with the Knights. And then, of course, his great success across with St Helens. And Tino missed with a shot there on Herbie Farnworth. Jack Bostock playing in the centres tonight, out at left centre. A little reshuffle of the Dolphins' backline on the side that they selected. Junior Tupou coming into the team. Katoa, halfback. What a beautiful kicker of the ball he is. Kitty underneath it. 10 away from the line. Jojo Fafita now. Let's go down to the sideline. Backing up. Doubleheader here at Redcliffe. Doubleheader also for Jake Duke.
Good evening, gentlemen. Still a very pleasant evening here for our second game in Redcliffe. 25 degrees for kickoff with that big wind still hanging around, but favouring the Titans here in the first half. Some major changes for the Gold Coast after their heavy loss last week. Excited to see Jaden Campbell, what he can do in the number 7 position, considering he is expected to make that full-time switch there this year.
Yeah, 5 ins from last week and all big names. So now for Brimson wearing the 6, the veteran form coming off the bench tonight. Tino offload, great signs. How good is it? Tino for Sumalawi, Foran's tip. He was spot on. Now Brimson running at the line on the last tackle to a corner. And the Dolphins will get it on the handover.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the Titans play this year with Brimson lining up at 5'8". Jaden Campbell with the 18 on his back, but playing halfback. It's almost like, including Kinney, it's having sort of 3 fullbacks playing in your spine. So maybe that their ability to shift the ball around sideline to sideline, really back their skill and promote the footy as their style this year.
So here is Bostock with the 5 on his back, but in the centres after a stellar 2024, Kafusi now. So he captains the side. Look at their bench. 3 of the, if you had a 4-man bench, nice run. Tabuai Fido lights up KO Stadium early. Passed early for Avarillo, it probably has to be said. Great cover for Fita. 5 metres away, quickly along. Donahue and Katoa took on the defence. Bounce pass, Donahue can't handle. And somehow the Titans hang on.
Yeah, just opened up because of the speed and acceleration of Hamiso Tabuai Fido. And selfishly, and everyone watching, geez, I would have loved to see him take on Keanu Kinney one-on-one. Here's the break, just back inside, some lazy defence, not filling up enough space. He got the Avarillo, good defence there from the Titans coming back.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Now, with hindsight, of course, easy from the commentary box. Love to see just a one-on-one who dares wins from the hammer there.
Everyone just stand back and let them go.
So just the 2 matches last year from one of the best forwards in the game. Verrills and Fodawaker. Probably Tino can have a chat with Verrills. I mean, Verrills has had a career punctuated by injuries at times, and last year came back and played every game. It's going to come good. Campbell, that's better. Pressure on the hammer. With the ball and surrounded by Titans defenders. Really good start to this contest. Better intensity than what perhaps we've seen from some of the pre-season challenges. The atmosphere lends itself for more intensity, I think.
Particularly for the Titans, Andrew, because last week versus the Broncos, they were down 24-0 after about 24 minutes. Hardly had the ball, missed a lot of tackles. The Broncos were just scoring at will. On the other side for the Dolphins, they got off to a flying start against the Cowboys. Again, a big scoreline, but their attack looked very slick from where it go last week.
So we start the Dolphins with Bostock. As mentioned, Brian Carney at the start, the two teams that we're going to see from the Super League Sunday week rounded up their preparations today. Their round 2 matches, both won, Warrington and Wigan. So that was good. Sam Burgess still trying to get a visa.
It's the first game of the big game of Fox League in Vegas, isn't it? The crowd's going to be full for 10 hours straight, that stadium.
How good.
All the English supporters.
How good. So prime time on Saturday night in the UK. That match will screen as Katoa now with the ball. Averillo playing 5'8" on a set restart here for the Dolphins. Nicarima to come off the bench a little later. Averillo can play the 6, we know that. Now for Gilbert. All of the rugby league world hoping Gilbert comes through injury-free after 2 shattering seasons. Kafusi! Well, I reckon he's got the ball under the arm of Fermor, whose arm is on the line.
If he's done this by Fermor, it's a tremendous effort. He's almost over the top and puts his arm back into the tackle to keep it off the ground. At first look, it looks like he's done the right thing here.
Well, the fact
Police
that
Kafusi comes down short of the line. We have a decision.
Yeah. So Fermor's done all that desperate work, but Kafusi not claiming the try. So
I'll tell you when, Felice. Waiting.
and it's not as if he's a machine. He'd be celebrating if he got one.
Waiting. Hold. Go. 3.
Now Donahue, long ball. Katoa, Averillo, Bostock, right away from the Titans line.
Square. Hold low. Hold. Go. 4.
Jolliffe was the defender there. Donahue, Gilbert, Katoa. Little show. Then for Tabuai Fino. Right on the goal line on the last play. The Dolphins with a Sarko for Katoa. Shows us a range of kicks. Bostock clean. Plath with the ball. Has he got a kick? Yes, he does. Puts it on the deck. Wasn't bad. Bo Fermor's there again to save the day.
I really like what Isaiah Katoa did in the lead up before the last play. The tempo which he can ball play for a young ball player is very smart. He goes fast, he goes slow, and sometimes he bamboozles that defence. Looked like a threat going to right, and well defended by the Titans.
Yes, a lot to like, or a lot to take away from the opening 7.5 minutes of this contest. Please Haas earns a penalty for his team there. It was a real wrestle, real engagement there.
Lay on. Run
Tap.
And quick tap. Jaden Campbell. Haven't we got some excitement machines here? If they decided to have a match race at half time, I think we could raise money for the prize money. I reckon it'd come in and...
Who would you back?
Well, is Lofi Khan-Pereira in the house? He's not playing tonight.
You can take whoever. I'm taking the hammer.
So now Tino with the ball, another set restart. They're 20 away from the Dolphins line. Merrills to Brimson. Fodawaker put on a little surge there. 10 from the line. Verrill set restart again. Jamin Jolliffe with a little shuffle of the feet there. He would be an unlikely first try scorer. Verrills in front of the posts. Malawi goes down low, doesn't quite get there. Verrills, long ball. And running at the line is Campbell. Offloaded. Kitty kept it going. Sami with the ball. Back to Keanu Kitty. One of the stars scores the first try. Two teams with a very positive attacking mindset coming to tonight. And the Titans keep the ball alive with great reward.
And this is exactly why Des Hasler, he's gone with Jaden Campbell and Keanu Kinney in the same team, in the spine, because watch this. Ball runner first mindset from Jaden Campbell, keeps the ball alive, and the ball gets back here to Kinney and he scores. I just love the fact that these young kids think run first, because it doesn't matter how old you are if you're playing in the 6 or the 7, if you think run first, your ball playing opens up off the back of that. And the mindset of Campbell and Keanu Kinney, very good to start this game.
I don't know whether you've had a lot to do with the try scorer, Cooper. If you've met him before, the camera loves him. I'll tell you, he has something. He's the whole package, Keanu Kinney. You're gonna see more of him this year on Fox League. We've done a lot of pieces for the fan, but you know he backs it up with what he does on the field. But he's very comfortable with what's ahead of him potentially. He can handle it. He wants the one, he's got the one.
He showed that with his performances last year. And then again, what he did at the back end of last year was pretty impressive for a young man.
Speaks well, family man. And Campbell slots it over. Far removed from last week. The Titans over the Dolphins 6-0.
Keanu Kinney coming off the back of his All-Stars debut last week. And as you mentioned, boys, an absolute revelation last season for the Gold Coast. Started the year as the third-string fullback at the Titans. Now he's almost first picked in this side. He averaged 190 run meters last season, second only to Dylan Edwards in the competition. Shows you just how powerful this young man is. And then he finished off a whirlwind year for the Titans by making his Kiwis debut, played all 3 tests where he averaged over 250 metres in those 3 tests. So he was absolutely unbelievable and a real superstar right now.
As the Titans Player of the Year is named in honour of the late Paul Porter, one of the greatest rugby league men you could ever meet. He would be very proud that Keanu Kinney is a winner of that medal. False start there. I'm loving the energy of the Titans. I mean, obviously there's a long way to go. It's 11 minutes, but if Hasler wanted a response, he's got it from his team tonight.
I'll tell you what, you want a response after going down 50-12 versus the Broncos last week, but you get your top-end talent back in. Tino's a big influence, and I just want to see that spine, bit more combination work and see what they can deliver here tonight.
Obviously some work still to be done on the defence. 8 missed tackles in that opening 11 minutes from the Titans. Now Verrills and the Kinney right up in the front line again. Driven back by Herbie Farnworth and Gilbert. Now Campbell, bomb from 45 metres out. Will they attack it? No, they don't. Tabuai Fido gets the leap on his own. Well, they might have challenged him in the air there. Back for Asako. It's a speedy, strong back 3 with Tupou coming in on the wing. Here he is, the former Tiger. As he has there, Nick Monaghan alongside him. And now Bostock. Donahue for Mark Nichols. Up with the oldest players in the game, 35 Mark. DCE holds it as the oldest player in the game going to the 2025 season. Fielded by Kinney. Back he will come. Flashy boots. Oh yeah! Goes under the limbo stick. And there's a penalty for the Titans. Avarillo just clipped him.
He's got great balance in his game, Keanu Kinney. He's tough, he'll do the work rate. 200 plus metres, multiple games last year, but then he's got the finesse to back it up. The footwork, the speed, the ability to score tries and set them up.
Well, this is a good field position for an attacking set from the Dolphins, from the Titans rather. They've completed 9 of 9, so ball handling hasn't been a problem. Verrills for Campbell, and off for Fodawaker. Big opportunity for Campbell. If he is to be a 7 on a regular basis in the NRL. Verrills for Sinalawi. Working there for Cleese Haas, who played all bar a couple of games in the NRL last year. Verrills, Tino again. He looks so fit and strong. He is an incredible athlete. playing our game. Verrills clears it for Campbell. Now for Brimson, on for Firma. And Firma within a couple of metres of the line. It takes 5 Dolphins to put him down. Last play. Back with Brimson. Left footer. Come down 5 metres out. Gone forward. Maybe
Hand over, boys.
I thought maybe knock on Dolphins first, but Sutton ruled. No, he ruled against the Titans.
That'll be one of the challenges this year for the Titans when they're moving Brimson and Campbell into the halves is the kicking game. Fifth play options need to be spot on to give your team a chance of scoring on the last play.
Sutton 100% right. The referee spotting the hand of Philip Sami. Looking forward. It was Tupou a couple of seasons ago. So the pre-season challenge has been great on Fox. It was a couple of seasons ago for the Tigers that he starred in a pre-season challenge game at Belmore. Was one of the best players on the field. Injuries pulled him up a bit last year. Now Herbie Farnworth. Back up to halfway on this carpet-like surface here at KO. And now for Gilbert. Donahue. Avarillo. Got a fair bomb on him. And Kenny, he went right down onto his knees there. Don't think that was quite his intention. Dipped on him perhaps. Let's watch this tape. He's going to take it upright and then he bounces off his left knee onto his right knee. Now JJ Fafita. Verrills. Sami. At his best, Sami will give you 20 runs a game. Verrills. Kem. This is out Tina. Brimson. Then brings Kinney, who just wants... Is there 2 of them out there? I mean, how many touches does this Blake have? Kafusi left behind there. Campbell takes advantage. Kick through. Brimson! Oh, that is beautiful! Don't they have some strike? Cooper's already highlighted it. They are backing it up. If this all clicks, they are going to be a team well worth watching.
When this spine puts it together, it will be entertainment plus and a threat on every play. Last tackle, pressure comes out and Jaden Campbell, instinct, reaction, kicks the ball through, and then Brimson doesn't hesitate, and his mate Keanu Kinney is right next to him as well. So there's one thing that these kids need to do throughout the season: back themselves, be confident, don't be afraid to do the risk first reward. And if they could just get some of the fundamentals in and around this spine, they could be in for a good year.
Yeah, look, it's very early doors. It's 17 minutes in, but as I watch this happen, I watch Kinney. He's an absolute lock. He's there. Campbell, he's trained all off-season at half. Brimson 5-8. Look, on 4 and up on his feet, but where does Kieran fit in? Like, it's a different... With the greatest of respect, the speed of Kieran is not the speed of Brimson, Campbell, Kinney.
I'll tell you exactly where Kieran fits in. He probably fits in either on the bench or Monday to Friday, educating these young kids of when to hit the accelerator, when not to, when to back yourself and be instinctive. But then other times they're going to have to do the high percentage play to get their team back in a contest. So that'll be the place that Kieran Foran adds value to this team if they all stay fit and healthy.
12-0 start to the Titans. Vegas next Sunday. So have you got your plans sorted? I was speaking to some people today. There's the veteran Kieran Foran, but our audience is huge here on Fox League. We told you about what the clubs are doing. They've got all day rugby league, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I was told today about boarding houses for schools. Like they've planned for the boys and girls. You know, they've got big days planned where they will be Vegas rugby league parties in boarding colleges. And all the homework's going to get done on Sunday week. Tuned into the Fox League coverage. All 4 games. Now for Jolliffe.
Work out together now, Tom.
Incredibly exciting. And also the Gillaroos against England. What a thrill. What a moment. It's going to run out onto Allegiant Stadium, game 3.
Some of the best players in the world, Gillaroos. Dan Aiken, the reigning Golden Boot winner.
Titans back over halfway. Both of them all. A shot over the top. Donahue it was. He's very tigerish. Good Donahue, the way he plays the game. Now Fodawaker to play it. Verrills, Brimson, kick from 31 metres out. Again, they got a challenge though, they're not. They're happy to let Asako catch it and just have him into that into the cage in the corner. Now Herbie Farnworth. A little more in Vegas too, because just watching this one, so Matt Duffy, we're talking about fullbacks. Matt Duffy is such a key player for Warrington. Jay Field for Wigan. You're talking, dazzling sort of fullback play, off the cuff stuff. We're going to be well and truly entertained right across the 4 matches. Now for Plath. Dolphins 15 metres inside their own half. Donahue and Katoa. He's such a good kicker of the ball. It just comes off easy. Oh, juggle, lost. Not a good moment for young Tony Francis. He knows it. A cry of agony.
I was just about to wrap up the completion rate of the Titans. They were 12 from 12 until that. It's just sometimes little moments, not concentrating, taking your eye off the ball, can really put your team under pressure. Isaiah Katoa has had limited opportunities to start this game, puts that kick in. It's time for him to hit the scoreboard.
All right, heart rate goes up for Tony Francis through this next set. And he's played just 36 minutes of NRL. Now Katoa. Here they come. Avarillo, the hammer. Out it comes. Tupou with it. Oh, that was solid defence to hang on to him. Stand your ground, Philip Sami. Brave tackle. W.O. Vito for Plath. Have to be a smoky at record for Origin. Plath based on Dolphins Player of the Year honours last season. Donahue there for the goat. Nichols will have to play it. Donahue, service has been good so far. Katoa, dummy and run. And held on to by Cleese and Fodawaker. 12-0 Titans, Dolphins big chance. Amarillo, not a good ball, off the knee. Oh, and then dropped. Herbie Farnworth. The Titans attack clicking better than the Dolphins at this point.
Yeah, that was poor from Avarillo because Isaiah Katoa had a run. He was playing the ball. And Avarillo did the right job. He went from left, swung around to the right-hand side, but poor execution. You need to get the ball on the chest of someone like Herbie Farnworth, because if you give him space and momentum, he might be able to just create something himself.
Both these teams give the impression they could have a good year for long-range tries. I think if they want to be daring, certainly there's speed, so much speed in this side, and the players they have, you don't want to look away. I would suggest for Titans and Dolphins games. Ball's been laid. Well, he's just laid an egg. They've lost at the Titans. Came out the back door there.
Talk about the ability to break open the game with one play. Titans and the Dolphins have that, but one thing the Dolphins have over the Titans under Wayne Bennett the last couple of years is for the first part of the season, they do the fundamentals very well. He's laid the egg out the back.
That's a great shot. That's a great shot. His hand came out the back too. It's like one of those claw machines, trying to grab the fluffy toy.
You're saying about the Dolphins, they can set up the season and get off to a good start, but it's been their back end of the years that have really let them down and not played finals.
Now Farnworth with it. So 2 errors from the Titans, and they pay in this set. Kelly's wound up having made that error. Gee, they hung around Farnworth there. Now Kafusi 20 away. Donahue for Katoa, then Avarillo. Donahue in front of the post. Kafusi hit and spin. Gilbert, Katoa, show for Herbie Farnworth. Ooh, Tino comes in third on the legs. Dolphins searching for their first points. 23 minutes in. Gilbert with it. The house down. Tommy got the try. Last NRL was May 2023. Now Donahue sends the goat over. Mark Nichols, of all the players, to score the Dolphins' first try. He loves the 4-pointers. He's playing it cool, but let me tell you, he's going off inside. There's a party.
He's the go-to man back around the post. You got to love what Donahue does here in this set and what he brings as utility value for the Dolphins. Last week was very good playing fullback in the win over the Cowboys. This time, starting dummy half position, just gets out with nice deception, good craft, and puts a ball right on the chest of Nichols to take advantage of the disconnection with the Titans defenders.
There he is. Mark Nichols, been around a long time. The Raiders Rookie of the Year 13 seasons ago. Before that, played junior Kangaroos. It would have been, I think it was 08. He was in the same side as, you know, some of these names. Josh Jackson, now retired. Josh Mansour, he's gone. Corey Norman was in that 08 junior Kangaroos side. And Nichols is a great survivor.
Well, when you've got the nickname to go, you've got to be good at something.
You can see why he's loved, though, and the clubs he's gone to, he is a great club man. Clubs, you know, any club would need and would welcome a bloke like Mark Nichols.
There's the character thing that he brings to the Dolphins, but there's also the hard edge, the hard working, the always reliable aspect that he brings on the field. He plays long minutes, he's a workhorse, gets through it, never shirks his responsibility.
So Tino will get a break. It's a pretty good comeback. 7 hit-ups, 67 metres, a tackle bust, a couple of offloads, 13 tackles. Well, there's something to celebrate the try. Jonathan Kelly there.
Work out of there, Mo. Front foot with us here still. Hold. Go.
Watch it again. Nichols coming back after scoring a try. Shortened up. Oh, he knew it.
So Kieran Foran's on the field and he's playing in the middle because Sam Verrills is still in the dummy half position.
Up there, Sam.
It's taken the wind out of Mark Nichols. Absolutely lost a lot. Gilbert there.
Last tackle up together.
Sort of, he's giving the impression, feeling his way back in, Tom Gilbert. Now Katoa. Chase being led by Herbie Farnworth. And, oh, that's a good recovery from Francis, given the previous one. He would have been a little nervous there.
Yeah, talk about Tom Gilbert. He's one of the players in the competition. I just want to give all the luck to. He's debuted in 2020, 58 games, only 11 games for the Dolphins. Just hope he gets through unscathed this game for the season. Good player.
Well, it was Origin in the first instance where he got injured. The game in Adelaide was his last game for 2023, and then only trials last year and no NRL at all. Oh boy, there's Kieran Foran.
Taking hit up from Millen Rush.
Is he playing prop? Is that his first hit up? He's come on for Tino, has he? Kick from just inside their own half. Retreating is Asako with a catch. Goes long. Tabuai Fido bringing it back. The number 20 you see is Josiah Pahulu. They've got big expectations on him this year, progressing on from some pretty good involvement last year. 19 games in his rookie season. Now Asako.
There's a bit of the education piece for Isaiah Katoa. Look in the middle of the Titans field, you've got their small forward pack right at the moment. So this
offload and lost.
Shouldn't be happening. I was just going to say they need to play the power game through the middle. Make Kieran Foran and Sam Verrills make a lot of tackles. They'll get momentum up if they turn it over.
Pahulu. He's got giant legs for hand, for thighs. Have a look at that. Now Verrills onto Foran. Copying the treatment with his first 2 runs at the line. Verrills for Campbell. Campbell on for Brimson for Kenny. Stops on a 10-cent piece, doesn't he? Put the brakes on there. Fermor. Brimson. Pahulu. Another run. And pumping the legs towards the line. 12-6 scoreline to the Titans. Verrills goes long. Campbell deft and will oh yes, I think Cleese did enough. It looked a little untidy, but I think he has forced it okay. Cleese Haas.
This is such a very good kick from Jaden Campbell. You cannot coach this.
Clear kick chase leading up to this.
I'm going to see what happens here with Haas. Just wants to touch it. Yeah.
Cleese Haas knocks the ball on in the field of play. We have a decision.
Please.
But the ability for Jaden Campbell, the kick was one of his last options, and he realised he had to kick it through legs and on a different angle to give his back row the opportunity.
Pre-season Fipper status for Cleese Haas. He did claim it. It was never going to bounce up, was it? It was a wobbler.
Look at this kick here, Andrew. Look at that.
Yeah,
Stutter step and then to the outside. So delicately it puts it in the favour of his teammate. That is a skill that you struggle to coach that. Maybe his dad taught him that in the backyard, because that is very good.
So Dolphins. 10 middle line. Kelly glancing blow on Jermaine Asako there. When they're all available, it's two pretty good rosters, Dolphins and Titans, for teams that didn't play finals footy last year. They're pretty strong rosters. If they got a bit of confidence, got on a bit of a streak, I reckon you'd admire their efforts in quick time. They've made another error in possession here, the Dolphins.
Shot clock on.
Yeah, I think what we've seen from the Dolphins in 2 years, yes, it's under Wayne Bennett. Christian Wolf comes in. Here's a forward pass from Donahue to the goat. But there's enough that says halfway through each year, they've been in the top 8. It looked like they're going to play finals and then fallen away, losing games the back end of the year and just missed out. So they can put it together. They just need to be consistent for longer.
Titans full set, 30 metres out. Sami with it, put a little move on Bostock there, or attempted to. There's another one who's played Origin, Philip Sami. Haas. Some roll up the sleeves time for the Dolphins here. Set restart. Verrills, Pahulu living up to expectations, coming in off the bench. Every run, some serious intent. Campbell and Kinney can step off both feet. For the moment, the Dolphins hang on. Verrills looked up short side, comes the open, forward with it. Now for Campbell, Campbell for Brimson. Brimson, then for Kelly. Kelly got away from Farnworth. That's not easily done. 2 away from the line, halfway through the set. Slow play the ball, Fermor with it. Bad pass on the bounce, Verrills. Will have to have a settler as a result. Pahulu held by 3. 10 minutes remain in this first half. It's been good football. Brimson on the jump. Fermor with it. Dolphins, in fact, did they call that forward, that pass? They did.
Yeah.
Jared Sutton all over it.
It's the improvement when you have 3 fullbacks in your spine, is playing in close quarters, confined spaces. Brimson there just getting cramped up front, forward pass to Fermor. But I'll tell you what, when the Titans are shifting the ball from sideline to sideline, they look much better, because the young spine, let's call them 3 fullbacks. Fullbacks find space, and when they got space to move, they're much more free-flowing and can do it. When they get into short spaces, they get a little bit clamped up.
For Farnworth getting a bit of treatment for the Dolphins. Des is watching on. I think Des has got it clear in his head, and I'll ask what's in your head in terms of Brimson, best position. See, AJ Brimson the last 2 years has only played 27 out of a possible 48 matches. That's a lot of football missed at a prime period of his career. So where's he best placed now?
Well, I was thinking when Kieran Foran was the halfback, he would have to play in the centres or maybe in the middle, but it looks as though now that they're going to go with him at 5'8", but you got to have to take the risk and the reward with this spine early on. the good with the bad.
Working here. Go.
But I wouldn't like to be in Des Hasler's head. To answer your question.
Great quote in isolation.
Hold the front foot. Go.
Now Donahue, but no, 21 games missed for Brimson the last 2 years. Averillo dumps it back off the play.
Last tackle. Hands away.
Over halfway.
Hold now.
You're watching it live and exclusive, the pre-season challenge on Fox League, your home of the best sport in the world. And we prove it in the pre-season, and we will prove it on Sunday week from Vegas with every second of the 4 matches live to your lounge room, to your club, to your boarding house, wherever you're watching your device.
Go two.
Vegas, all 4 games here on Fox League. Penalty
Mate, you're
Titans.
fringe with it coming in. Then you got to get out quick. You can't just go in there and stay
By the way,
there.
Cooper, you're on roll ball watch again tonight.
Yep, I'll keep my eye out, Andrew.
Campbell with the touch finder.
Hold, Cooley. Hold. Go. No tackles behind.
They've got another one in them before half-time.
Good tackle.
Fili Fuiaki, was it? Who just shortened up Pahulu, who's come off the worst for wear. That is an absolute stopped in your tracks tackle.
Easy run.
I said every run has been with some serious intent.
Head-on-head contact here.
Cool.
Don't think it's anything illegal. It's accidental. Look at that.
Oh, goodness gracious me.
That's why he stopped.
Like there's your clip you are showing, and I don't want to make light of this, but I mean that's what you are showing to the Americans ahead of next week. Watch it in full speed. Pahulu. There is a crunch, isn't there? It is a tough sport. Guli Kefu Fini Fuiaki, the former Cowboy in defence. I mean, he's barely flinched. Like, how hard's his melon? He's barely flinched.
And he is a wrecking ball, with and without the football in his hands. And I really expect that combination between him and Isaiah Katoa to be a positive thing for the Dolphins.
If I'm the independent doctor, I'm just shaking my head going, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, he has not
He should come off too for a check.
yeah, I can't believe it. He's got a titanium head or something. I mean, he didn't shake his head or anything. That impact. Amazing. Jake will check in on the young forward, Josiah Pahulu. Saw enough to say that he's going to have an impact this year. He'll be in the 17 every week. Ball on the edge with Brock Gray, chasing the NRL dream here with the Titans. Brimson got it away for Kinney. Stunner run and pass for Kelly. Bromwich is across in the tackle, was he? The Dolphins defending their goal line. They've done a fair bit of this. Now Verrills, Campbell, Pavita. Now, last play, short side, Campbell step. Can't offload this time, well done Dolphins.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I like that Jaden Campbell's backing himself and running the football. Wasn't pigeonholed into kicking, probably could have come up with something, but I like the mindset, running the ball first. A good sign.
Des Hasler always had a reputation as a coach who's more than happy to hand the ball over in a corner. On the last tackle, hates the ball. 7 tackles set conceded, hates that. Sullivan on playing in a dummy half role. There he is. Tabuai Fido up to halfway. Was getting through a lot of defence. 16th tackle of the night. Now Katoa. That is a monster strike. Down to the corner. And Francis is with it. Set begins on their 20-metre line. Kelly. Some more experienced centres in the game. Down to the sideline, Jake.
As expected, guys, Josiah Pahulu deemed a Category 1 HIA. His evening is over.
All right, 2 weeks away from first game, so Take a couple with Swift. And, won't be impeded in being eligible for selection. Now for feet up after the run. Legs clipped. Got away from Ray Stone there. Verrills. And Brimson's bomb. They challenge this. Oh, the two fullbacks. Kenny had a crack at it without necessarily leaping high, did he?
He's committed, Kenny. Eyes on the ball. Just out of his reach. Well done, Hammer.
Penalty probably wouldn't have surprised, to be honest, watching the replay. And now the ball with Tupou. And they get a roll right over the advantage line. Nice footwork from Kerr. Oh, one of the Titans players reached out and has been hurt. It's his arm or his pec. Worried about that because that was done at speed. He was stamped. I'm very worried for Foran here. Brimson's got the ball. When you reach out and player goes past, often the arm can go with the player.
It was a good set from the Dolphins. I think Josh Kerr came on the field running straight and direct, forcing the smaller pack of the Titans to make tough tackles. There it is, Kieran Foran reaching out.
Let's hope he's okay.
What the Dolphins should do off the back of that ruck speed is get Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow in there somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, gee. Oh, I'm still worried for Foran. He's out there. Kick is going to find the line 10 metres away.
Play the ball, boys.
Sam Verrills showing us his skill set. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Titans have done a lot right in the first half.
Front foot here, boys. Just 10 metres down.
And this is a worry for Kieran Foran.
Front foot here, boys.
Encouraging that he's not going straight to the tunnel. He looks more concerned elbow or rest, doesn't he? Yeah, it could be bicep.
Bicep, yeah.
But you can get a little pop there when that goes.
At his age, making 9 tackles in the middle of the field up against some big boppers.
And Kenny Bromwich with it for the Dolphins. I was highlighting earlier. So tonight on the bench, if you were down to 4, it was Nicarima, Bromwich, Nickel, Stone. I mean, 3 of them are in their 30s, which is a little uncommon in the modern game. You have 3 30-somethings on your bench. Now Kerr with the ball. There you are. Threw the ball up. He was going nowhere. And another error from the Dolphins, not helping their cause. 5th for the evening. 5th incomplete set.
Just throwing it out the back. Pushing the pass, just forcing other people to deal with it. Just not even looking and just flicked it out. It's a bad decision.
Plath got finished off in the tackle of Fafita. Inside the final 2 of the first half, but the 2 teams have put on a show for a pre-season challenge match. Observation early was intensity. He hasn't really dropped at all in the first half.
Up together, Sean.
Okay, so all bicep for Kieran Foran. Wilson and Campbell. Slick. They are 28 metres away. Verrills for Brimson. And pass. He's offloaded. Kenny with it, sees opportunity. Passes there to Kelly. Oh, coming back around. Kenny, if he had got the ball on return there. He was moving too quick for the ball carry. Flashed past him. Brimson. And then Chris Randall to play at 9 metres away from the line for the Titans. Another attacking chance.
Oh,
Brimson screwed it back to the left, or off his left foot back to the right.
Set play, because Campbell knew it was coming. He was coming through to chase the kick. There was a bit of space, but AJ Brimson showing a couple of tricks here.
Okay, so every other club would make a note of that. Every coach watching breaking down. Okay, that's what.
Yep.
That's a trick shot from the Titans.
Give room now, Chris. Go,
Oh, that might have been roll ball. Bromwich. Oh, yeah. He got away with one, Jenny. He got up and killed me, man. He looked up.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenny. I can tell. Well, he's had enough for the first half. That was very laconic style in putting that over the sideline. That'll do us. That's Q in the rack. But entertaining first half. Saturday night on Fox League pre-season challenge. We have been lighting up KO Stadium tonight. The Broncos and the Bulldogs was a match of many highlights, and so too this one. Half-time, Titans 12, leading the Dolphins 6. See, I know we're talking about Vegas, but I can't wait for Dragons Bulldogs first game. If you took that to a core, I reckon you get 50,000 plus to start the season. But it's at Cogra. It'll still be a great day. We'll have it here on Fox League. But I reckon the two clubs, with anticipation, you might get over 50 to start the season.
Agreed.
Dolphins starting the second half, and we've got an injury already. Oh, that's not good. From the first run of the second half, and Kerr's gone down. You don't cramp up on the first run. Well, that's not good for the big fella. Was the man involved in the injury for Kieran Foran. We also had the HIA earlier, Category 1 for the young Titans forward, Josiah Pahulu. Jake reported he won't be back. Fudo up in the front line. Kerr's coming back into the line, albeit limping. Ball down to the corner. Francis has recovered after an earlier drop ball. Been good since. Kitty's been one of the stars. A dozen possessions, a dozen runs of the footy on this young fullback. Geez, you've replaced Supercoach. What a choice you've got to make on what fullbacks you include in your squad.
We said that Cody Nikorima's out there to start this second half, and what a year he had last year. Career best year from Cody. Very, very good. His
work has been good. Randall here started every game last year for the Titans. Randall, a little feather in his cap. And Verrills on to Brimson.
To the ball.
No one produced a spiral bomb out of the Titans just yet. And they've only really challenged one bomb so far, the Titans. Oh, hello, Hammer. What did you do? Well, he's got away with it as well. I think Jared, is he being lenient? Hammer just got up and he almost conceded there that he'd stuffed up his play the ball. Let's go down to Jake on the sideline.
Spoke to Titans officials about Kieran Foran's injury. He is still being assessed in the sheds. They say it is a little bit too early to tell whether it's the upper forearm or a bicep injury. They said good news is he does still have a bit of range of motion in his arm, so they're hoping that lends itself to good news, but still too early to tell.
Plath taken down in the tackle of Campbell. Nice one-on-one stuff. Quick play to ball, and it is Nikorima. The dink that more or less went straight up rather than back to the centre of the field. Fielded his own kick. An accidental chip over the top it ended up.
Yeah, we've already seen the improvement in the attack when Cody Nikorima and Isaiah Katoa, who combined really well last year, start the second half. Nice long shift there to left, but Cody misjudged that last kick, but signs that the Dolphins are improving here in the second half.
12-6 score line to the Titans. With Brock Grace at 28 years of age and close enough to 10 years of New South Wales Cup. One of those stories we get to tell in the pre-season challenge. Looking to get the contract. Keanu Kinney passed to himself there. Dummy work. Tommy Flegler. Well, we tell about stories. Everyone in the rugby league wishes Tom all the best.
Jaden Campbell.
Yeah, oh yeah, Campbell's knocked it forward in front of Tabuai Fido. Play on for the moment. Yeah, no advantage for the Dolphins. They can come back to the 10-metre line. Jared Sutton played it right, though. Hammer picks it up in goal. You want to see what happens. He might go 100.
That should be a key part of the kicking game going forward for the Titans this year. Whether it's Brimson or Campbell kicking, the other one should be chasing through and trying to be one-on-one with the opposition fullback. if they can get that combination working, they could be a threat.
Brimson is a good leaper. Oh, Nicarima's caught them offside. That was too clever. Too clever from Cody Nicarima there. Got the markers. Easy one for referee Sutton to rule on there.
The only try we've seen from the Dolphins is the one from Mark Nichols under the post. The centres, particularly Herbie Farnworth, very quiet.
So many indicators that rugby league's back. One of them is Dez's hair. You see shots of Dez's hair. You realise you haven't seen it all off-season. The great man is back. The characters we have in rugby league. What a game. Oh, they almost lost there. Someone held it into his thigh. Lemuelu there. Now for Ray Stone, and he's copped the Ray Stone-like tackle. Poor old Ray lost the ball. Titans come back with it. Completion rate hampering the Dolphins. This is the shot. Ray Stone, a little bit of footwork, and from the inside, it was a technically superb tackle by Gray. It was Jake Trebojevic in a Titans jersey. That's the highest praise you can give. Now Verrills, Campbell, and Gray. He gets shortened up himself that time with O'Sullivan over the top. Campbell, and half a chance. Brilliant offload to Brimson. Lovely step. Got away from Plath. Made Sutton scurry for cover. Good play from the Titans. Verrills, they'll crash over. Too easy for Beau Fermor. Hit and spin and fall over the line, but the Titans took it up a gear in that set.
Yeah, the instinct of some of the ball players for the Titans is really, when it's on, it's pretty to watch. Nice offload there, and it was the Jaden Campbell was meant to pass the ball out the back to Brimson, but once the short pass was there, Brimson came through for the offload, created the scattered defensive line, then Sam Verrills just picked up Fermor. So the chaos football which the Titans played in the lead-up allowed the big man to push through and get space and score that try for Beau Fermor.
If Fermor gets the reward of the try, Cleese Haas is the offload for Brimson. That's a big play leading up to it all. And there's been some really good passages for the Titans tonight. And there's another one. It is so far removed from last week. It's almost as if you forget about the first week for the pre-season challenge for the Titans.
As soon as the offload comes, or there's a quick play of the ball, Keanu Kinney, Jaden Campbell, and AJ Brimson just go into fullback mode. They just start running as a ball player. It's a really good mindset to have.
Ball onto the roof here. The Dolphins Leagues Club going off tonight. Great footy club that it is. Tomorrow we've got Roosters Knights live coverage from 3 o'clock. Storm and Cowboys and Stars coming out to play. Storm Cowboys, don't want to miss that one. Live and exclusive here on Fox League. There is the Redcliffe Rugby League Club, and you walk in there and you get hit by the history of the great Redcliffe Club. They honour so many of their club greats. And a good night out. Double header. Good catch from the kickoff as well. Haas bringing it back. He sort of slipped up into the front row. Cleese Haas, like his brother.
Just get that front foot in short.
Oh yeah, Fafita. My goodness, that doesn't happen too often. That's a Ray Stone special. He is a good defender, isn't he, Ray? What has he just done today, Fafita, then?
Put him on his backside, that's what he did.
That is definitely one for the Ray Stone showreel. Deserves its own Instagram page. Have a look at this. Ray Stone, back, lift, drives him back. Now Campbell. Sitting up in the breeze. Tony Ifido with it. Started the night with one early run. Has teased us more or less tonight. They hammer. At fullback. Sako.
Stand up. Go, two.
This time with Farnworth.
Please, let go that.
Still sacks of time for the Dolphins to find their best form. 31 and a half to go. It can get a little tough to achieve that with, multiple changes, and they do have some rookies to bring on later. Nicarima to Plath there. Plath offloaded. Amarillo with speed and gets out. There was a good ankle tap, but not quite enough to stop Jake Amarillo fighting his way to the corner. And as I said, loads of time for the Dolphins to find their best, and that is a glimpse of it.
Cody Nicarima had 29 line break assists last year in a career year, and in the first part of this second half, his ball playing and particularly the combo work with Max Plath is very good. Watch the short pass here. He holds it up, toes Plath through, and that's a good offload. There's one thing that Avarillo has in his game is speed. And I think he gets there.
Yeah, he does. It went close. The Sanders coming up.
The delayed pass there from Cody Nicarima. And what Plath's done here, that's a good offload to keep body upright, get the ball to Avarillo. Oh, that is so good.
Is it all sand? Is it coming up? Loam, is it? Or sand? Anyway, that's as close as you can go. Fafita was desperate and almost pulled it off. If he had a bigger shoe size, he would have been out. And the try scorer there started the night at 5'8", Jake Avarillo, second year a Dolphin. Over to Jermaine Asako, whose success rate left to right sideline is markedly different last year. Let's see if he can bang this one over here. It is. That is perfect. Perfect from Jermaine Asako. Has played in every NRL game for the Dolphins in their first 2 years and puts the scoreline at 18-12 with a lovely kick.
That try set up by this man, Max Plath, who's playing a different position than he did last year. He was the Dolphins Player of the Year in 2024, playing at lock and a little bit of hooker because of injuries to Tom Gilbert and Jeremy Marshall-King. But with them returning, moves into that second row spot, finds a good hole there and finds Jake Avarillo, and then perfectly converted by Jermaine Asako to keep this one within 6 points.
18-12 scoreline. It's been good. Good entertainment on a Saturday night. All the while we're counting down to Vegas Sunday week. And we will have 10 hours of rugby league coverage for you. All 4 matches kicking off with Warrington and Wigan. Warrington have started 2-0 for the year. Wigan 1-1, but were far better this morning after losing 1-0 in their opening game of the season. Nicarima flat to Plath. Did he lose it or not? Yes, he did, according to the referee.
It's good defence there from Jaden Campbell, Vossi, because Plath had momentum and Cody Nicarima did the no-look pass. Campbell didn't fall for it. The ball over the top there from Fafita.
Okay, coming in the tackle 4, Ash.
He's not challenging that.
Dolphins challenging the rule of a knock-on against Max Plath.
Wow, where'd that come from? We've already seen that first replay. Maxi ball. Unless he's ruling that it was stripped out by Fafita.
He's just making a tackle.
Just seeing whether Max Plath loses position here in contact.
I reckon he loses it twice.
He loses possession into the thigh of David Fafita.
Cancel each other out.
Loses it first.
The challenge is unsuccessful.
And he loses it on the ground, maybe another couple of times. That I know it's a pre-season challenge, and there's a bit of rust to getting, but that may be one of the worst captain's challenges I've ever seen.
Oh, I've seen a couple.
Yeah, no, we've seen some bad ones. There's Hall of Fame. Don't worry about that. But I'm saying
it's not even in the top 5.
If that's their benchmark for the year, the Dolphins have got a world of problems. They haven't been working on their challenges. Titans involved with Fafita. No, penalty blown straight up there.
10 metres, boys, gone early. Not quick here. It's a 10 metre.
Let's see what the Titans can do in the second half. They look pretty good at different stages in the first half. I want to see them shift the ball from wide field positions. Give the spine freedom to make a choice of what they want to do, run or pass.
Witzer, second involvement in the match, second stint in the game. Verrills getting a lot of minutes tonight. Has looked very good. Here is Campbell. Show and across. Doesn't find Brimson, finds Kelly. And, milking the call. Asako and the tackle on Kelly. Now for Jalen Jolliffe. They've gone back to their starting front rowers.
Now should shift to this side here.
Verrills. Brimson with a skip. Campbell. Shot to Fafita. Cut off load. Oh, split is Kenny Bromwich. He's been opened up there at the bottom of all of that. Verrills. It's a lovely pass. Randall got it away. Desperate defence from the Dolphins. Verrills to Fodawaker. Been a long while since Mo's found it over the try line. Try 3 years. Verrills wide. Randall and Campbell still on for the Titans, but the Dolphins' defence is more than effective at the moment. Brimson to Randall. Has a crack himself. That's the 4th for the Gold Coast. Bromwich still bleeding profusely right now. Can barely see out of his right eye. Verrills to Campbell. Short to Fafita. They tried for a second time in the set. Dolphins work him over. Last tackle. It is Verrills. Kicked straight into the paddock. And knocked on by the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Ash. Have no try. I believe we have a professional foul with a takeout on Mo Fodawaker. Just want you to consider penalty try and who's around the back here, whether he would have got to the ball first.
Interesting. Sam Verrills does a little, I don't know if he meant this, but it ended up being like a chip kick back towards a close upright. Bounces off the padding.
Mo Fodawaker's onside. Kenny Bromwich deliberately takes him out of play.
Well spotted. He wouldn't have got there, but this will be a penalty sin bin.
With Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow in the vicinity, we're ruling out a penalty try. However, the actions of Kenny Bromwich are a professional foul. We have a decision.
I was going to say, if the video, if Ash Klein had said, and the fact that Mo hasn't scored a try in more than 3 years, we're saying he wasn't going to get there.
Kenny.
Kenny, you can go get treated in the bin, mate.
Yeah. 10 minutes to get it done.
Indignation. He's they're going to treat him on field. He's going to get sin bin.
It's a professional foul. No, I believe you've got to play with 12, mate, because we're playing for 100,000.
Sean Sullivan trying to break the rules and get an extra player back on the field. This is the collision that made the...
Oh, goodness gracious.
I really like what the Titans did in the lead up towards that play. They were shifting the ball. They were threat on most plays to score. Jaden Campbell highly involved.
Yep. Time on.
Such a tough score. Kenny was just hanging on. It was just, and now he's gone to the sin bin. It may as well be. He might get word of you got an HIA as well once the doctor has a look. Campbell goes wide. Chance for Kelly. Also the offload from Kelly as well. One of the better offloading centres in the game. Verrills here. Still plenty of time, 26 to go. Campbell out in front. Good tackle, Plath. 13 away from the line. Verrills with it. Kinney with a skip. Little show.
You feel me then?
Yeah. Stone made the tackle. Verrills. Campbell off for Jolliffe. Last tackle play, Titans leading by 6. Verrills, Kinney, the kick, took a ricochet, picked up, both for Fafita, 2 for Fafita. David to Jojo. I don't know whether that's happened before. It's a Fafita, a thought. The Titans have got their 4th.
Yeah, Keanu Kinney comes down the short side, puts in a kick, doesn't get the result he wants. But David Fafita, for a big man, geez, he can do some very cool things on a football field. This was a sin bin in the lead up. Kenny Bromwich gets sent to the sin bin for a professional foul. Mo Fodawaker taken out with an opportunity to maybe score. They come down this side and just watch the hands of Fafita here. Just puts his left mitt on it, transfers to the right, and then flicks it out to Jojo to finish. He's a freak sometimes, David Fafita.
And the finish of the modern winger is sensational.
That's just standard from the winger.
Sensational. Jojo Fafita, airborne, arm outstretched, gets it on the line, and that's a try. Great stuff. Hammer trying to push him right off balance. What a shot this is. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Cracker jokes. How do they do it? How do they do it?
You have to go back to Xavier Coates against New Zealand last year. Remember that? Try to win it.
Yeah.
Completely out of the ground.
When I see that and the evolution of the game, I don't think, Ken Irvine, different ball. See, Ken Irvine, our try scorer, what would he be like now with the skill set of the modern day winger? All the tries he scored, but I'll guarantee with the old leather ball, he's not putting it out one-handed and diving for the corner when we had the old corner post rule in. Well, how many tries does he get?
When you're one of the greatest like Ken Irvine, doesn't matter what generation you played, he still would have been one of the best.
Well, he might have got 300.
He could have,
He might have got 300 tries. Campbell's to kick it out and just drags it across the face. So 22-12. Watch it again because it is worth watching again. The put down, we just see it game after game after game.
Terrific work again from Fafita, not to knock that ball on, but also get the transfer for this man, Jojo, to do his thing. Left from 5 metres out, centimetre perfect with the put down. Outstanding.
So Vegas isn't just about game day, by the way. NRL 360 and Matty Johns live from Vegas from 2 p.m. Thursday for all the build-up to our big season opener. Fletcher and Heidi, we mentioned last night, went over. It was almost like an advance party, 11 nights they're having there. I mean, consummate professionals.
How do they survive 11 nights?
They're an inspiration to everyone who works at Fox League. The hard work they put in, getting there well over a week before the rest of us.
The hard work they put in.
Yes. And now Brimson up for Fermor. Offload, Campbell, the Titans machine. Brimson with it. Stand back and cheer. Brimson's on his way. Chased by Farnworth. But we are learning this Titans attack. When it clicks, it is a must-see attraction in the NRL.
Yeah, Titans fans, go get your membership because if you're going to watch this on your home ground, it's worth the price of admission. Ball comes through, it hits the deck, and watch the reaction here of Brimson, Campbell. They just flood the middle, there's space, and that's all they need. And the ability here for Brimson just to hold his cool on Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow shows the speed, but I just love the reaction, the instinct, that I want to be involved whenever there's a moment. Jaden Campbell accelerates through, Brimson follows his mate and finishes it.
Yeah, you watch. Brimson had come to complete stop. The ball, he'd picked up the loose ball, threw it back. He's at the back. Campbell reacts. Within a nanosecond, Brimson reacts, and the result is a try 60, 70 metres downfield.
It's funny, when a ball does hit the deck, the defenders stop and pause, and all they do is take a micro breath to try and get their recovery in. And it takes Brimson, it takes Jaden Campbell, some of the more instinctive players in our game, just to turn half a second, half an opportunity in a full-length try. Very impressive.
If I'm a Titans fan, I can't remember last week, okay? That was just erased from my memory. What I'm seeing tonight excites me so much. The return of Tino, first of all, earlier tonight, was outstanding. Watching Kinney, Campbell, Brimson, seeing what this spine can do, there may not be a better one in the comp.
I will say this. The way that this spine will have to play to be successful this year, they will need a lot of ruck speed in their favour. They will need fast moving to play the ball speed. They'll need retreating defence for them to see the space and take advantage of it. That will be the key for this spine to be a good year for them.
Have you been watching all afternoon and night on Fox? What a contrast between, what you look at with the Broncos. They have Reynolds, Hunt,
2 34-year-olds.
Walsh, yes. Yeah. As opposed to what you see Campbell, Brimson, Kinney. Kinney is the Walsh clone. There you go, Regan Campbell-Gillard, big signing, who we haven't seen, alongside of the injured Kieran Foran. If you missed it, bicep injury, it appears in the first half.
Well, if they need ruck speed for this spine to be effective, you've got RCG, Tino, Mo Fodawaker. There's enough there.
Ken Villard, Parramatta Player of the Year last season. Ken Villard, medal winner. Now a Titan. Sami with it. 26 points on the board for the Gold Coast against a full-strength Dolphins lineup, it must be said. Adds merit to it all. Campbell goes high. Good catch. Bostock threw out a leg. And that leg that he threw out, he has been injured. Well, I don't know what to say here. It was unusual movement. Having caught the ball, he thrusts out the leg and he's got it up around the neck of the player.
Yeah, it's almost like it just bends in. Watch the right leg just. There you go. When you grab the back of the knee like that, it's normally not very good.
Boys, it's actually going to be a penalty against Jack. He gets a leg on the ground, then he's got his other leg extended out in the air, which is dangerous.
So it's going to be a penalty
against
him. You can't put a leg up in the air, mate, that can make dangerous contact with the other bloke.
Well, you played with Billy Slater.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it in the conversation.
Karate kick?
A little bit.
Did you say reportable
from time to time.
Don't play him. We meant it every time we do it.
So Jack Bostock, maybe not an experienced campaigner at doing it, and got it wrong. Let's hope he's okay. But what's the?
Jack's on report.
He does, yeah.
Leg up.
I think the idea of what the catchers do that is to create space and try and get as high as they can. But as soon as you put the opposition player in a dangerous position, that's when you get the penalty against. That's what Jack Bostock did.
It doesn't look good, does it? It's got worse. Jake will have that. Great sportsmanship shown by the Titans, but boy, oh boy, this could be horrific news for the Dally M Rookie of the Year last season. Like, he is writhing in pain now.
Yeah, good play too.
He's with it. Meantime, scoreline. Well, there's no way Dolphins are winning the pre-season challenge. You can lock it in. Brisbane have won the money. They got the cash. They got the volume. The Dolphins aren't scoring 5 tries and winning 13 plus. The Titans might know. Here's Campbell. Out for Sami. Taking on Averillo. Doesn't get past him. 3 tackles in. 20 minutes to go for Fita. Long there. De Groot's on the field. Fodawaker. So we get to see Jalen De Groot in the number 1. We got to see him one NRL game last year. Here is Verrills. And Randall thought he had a hole to run at there. Last play. Which one of the playmakers is going to be key here? It's Campbell to Brimson, a left footer, and well covered up Jermaine Asako. Pressure all around there.
I will give Sam Verrills a rap for some of his service tonight. The long passing, great space on the chest there of Campbell.
Strong. Stand now. Hold with us.
He's almost got that. The replay looked like he was winning the race for it, Kelly. And Asako managed to get the ball. 26 to 12, 19 to go.
Go. 3.
We haven't seen many of the rookies given game time tonight. The coaches have gone, they want minutes in game time in their experienced players. Katoa from inside the 30. Long, but the Groot is across to it. He's a good mover, this kid.
Interesting how some of the coaches applied this last game. Like Cartel spent the whole time out there. Matt Burton in the previous game played the whole time. But on the flip side, Anthony Seabold didn't give any of his big guns any time. So they were going to go. They had that little scrimmage match against the Dragons. But interesting to see the take on pre-season from the coaches.
Jake is chasing up the news on Jack Bostock at the moment. We'll give that to you as soon as we hear. A little bit of cramp there. Yes. No need to worry more of that for Tony Francis, maybe both legs, in fact, the poor old winger. Now Verrills, sharp work again. De Groot down the right side, fall for Fita. Good tackle, Averillo, pass back for Sami. Sami then linking up with support, that's Alan Fitzgibbon. And he'll play it just outside the 20 for the Titans. Campbell keeps them guessing. And so Tabuai Fido came up with the ball. They've opted for the low kick most of the time tonight, the Titans.
Mostly, you go to your best option, right? And when Campbell was moving fast, he backed himself to kick the ball and regain it. But sometimes when you've got some tall timber around the fringes, you can go to the aerial option if you want.
All right, master of halfback play, Cooper. Has Jaden Campbell got what it takes to be an NRL halfback week in, week out?
Yeah, I think he's got all the top shelf stuff you need in terms of the ability to run, create, and be a threat with ball in hand. His kicking game looks like it's solid and it will improve over time.
You come back through and push him down, mate.
But one thing when you're an experienced halfback, when the ball bounces your way and you get ruck speed, it's easy to be in control. But what happens when you get a second slower play the ball? What happens when the defence is rushing at you? Can you still come up with a play that you need for your team to win?
Hammer's work is done for the night. You'll have to assume there. So you've had your 63.5 minutes of hammer time. Dolphins with the ball inside the Titans half. Nichols, one of the try scorers to play it. And Sullivan linking up with Platt. So Harrison Graham's gone into the dummy half role. We didn't get to see Harrison at all in the NRL last year. First player the Dolphins ever signed, Harrison Graham. He was player number 1 that they put on a contract. Here is Donahue to O'Sullivan. And then with the man with one of the most, well, I've never seen a Christian name like it, Erblix. We got to see him last week and score a try. As Donahue passed on the bounce, danger. Asako, lost it and got it back, did he?
No try.
Coming in the 5.
No try rules.
No try.
Cooper in the bunker.
It's a loose carry by Jermaine Asako and not a punch out by a defender.
He may have an argument that he got it back, but he's not looking like a winner.
At first glance, I don't think he re-grips that before touching the grass. But great work. Cover defence coming across, and when Jermaine Asako steps off that right.
It's a loose carry by Jermaine Asako, who loses the ball forward and fails to regain possession before it touches the ground. We have a decision.
Falcon himself.
He's a very good finisher, Asako, because how many times we've seen him go for the corner and get aerial, but then sometimes when he snaps off that right foot, he makes defenders miss badly and it comes through. Very good finisher for the Dolphins.
I mentioned earlier, so he's played every game for them, Jermaine Asako. So, all being well, he'll hit 50 games for the Dolphins in their second match of the season.
Interesting who's played the most games after him.
Up together now, Mark.
Get back to you, Cooper.
I don't know either. I thought you know.
Nice, David! Out.
Max, clear it now. Hold.
Tell you, Des will be happy if they keep it at the 12. I reckon that'll even excite him more. It's almost like we need a third pre-season challenge with the Titans because, well, it's their games last year, they can go from the penthouse to the you-know-where week to week.
Yep.
In terms of scoring points and then conceding even more and then going back to scoring them the following week. Herbie Farnworth is also, they're parking another one of the Ferraris, Christian Wolf. Grimson, quick hands firm. Oh, you don't need that here. With the arms in the air, your ribs are exposed. And well and truly gets smashed over the sideline. He's got double cramp as well. Fair bit going on there.
So when we talk about these teams with aspirations to play finals, the majority of the improvement, we'd like to talk that it comes from attack, but it definitely comes from defence. Look what the Bulldogs did last year. Climbed up the ladder, all based on turning around their defence. So these teams that haven't played finals and look to play, we can talk about their spine and everything like that, but ultimately stop the opposition from scoring. It's the hardest part of our game.
It's a very good observation. By the way, that defender was LJ Nonu there. Now there's a talent. Remember his name, LJ Nonu. Hat-trick against the Cowboys. He came up with the tackle. Jake, what's the story on the sideline?
Jack Bostock obviously came off with that knee injury. The Dolphins aren't willing to say or make an early call on it. He will be sent for scans on it, but hopefully a good sign that he has remained here on the sideline with just some ice on it there. It hasn't gone up the tunnel, so hopefully a good result from those scans. Also had the chance to chat to Kieran Foran down here on the sideline. He said he did feel a little bit of a tear in his bicep when he was taken off in the first half. He's hopeful that scans reveal that's not the case, but thinking it's still on the sideline.
Oh, O'Sullivan, or the pass to the man on the wing. It looks like he had a foot on the sideline, I thought there.
10 by 10, boys. Out to the 10. Bend over, boys.
Jimmy Tupou. He was doing a tiptoe Tupou. Must have been very close to the sideline. How are we going?
Hold, don't go early. Go.
Philly Filiaki was in support. Now for Fitzgibbon. Oh, they're going to attack across their own goal line there. The Titans, they will. Fitzgibbon, led away. The man with a double cramp. Tony Francis. I don't think he's sprinting 80 metres at the moment. He's doing it very tough out there.
Again.
Poor old Tony. He needs a calf amputation. Furmore with it. Another attacking raid repelled by the Titans' defence. Fodawaker back in for Gray. Won't be offloading there. Three in the tackle. Overall completion rate for the Titans is 86% tonight. That helps them do their thing. Vastly superior to that of the Dolphins. You can see on screen there. Completed sets. Verrills to Kemp. 45 metres out. Bomb that'll come down now that Tabuai Fido's off. The versatility of the modern day rugby league player. Start the game at hooker, switch to fullback. Did Max Krilich ever do that back in the day? And George Papotis?
He started fullback last week. Kurt Donahue was pretty good. He had 10 runs, 2 try assists, so he's Mr. Fix-It for the Dolphins.
Nice packs of plenty, Herbie Farnworth. You'd like to think that's just precautionary for Herbie. He didn't appear to be inconvenienced as he came from the field. Graham, and they work forward with Nicarima. Quick hand. Donahue did very well. A young backline on show now. Nonu with it. Got the pass off Tawita Mafuhu there. And channeled down the right side. O'Sullivan to centre field. Graham. And there he goes. There he goes. It could be a breakout season in terms of tries for Nichols. No front rower has scored a hat-trick in the NRL for over 30 years, Cooper. Mark Sargent was the last. Nichols, I'm backing him.
Well, Nichols knows his role because he sat there admiring the outside backs down the right flank. Beautiful interchange of pass in here. They get through the fullback. Good move here to take the tackle. And Mark Nichols doesn't sit back and watches. He just pushes through as a support player, the only one that really moves, and he ends up being the guy that scores the try.
He's not exactly flying.
He's not
Cooper,
moving fast, but at least he's got the intensity and the competition to go and get it.
Oh, it's like shelling peas, Cooper, for the big fella. That's a true stat. Mark Sargent is the last front rower. Now, you've got some good ones now. Adam Fanua-Blake, can he get 3? But Mark Nichols.
What year did Mark?
I think it was 93. I think we are going that far back.
I'm trying to catch you out.
More than 3 decades back to a front row with a hat-trick. Obviously, pre-season challenge wouldn't count necessarily. I'd still like to see it. He's a funny bloke. Like we said earlier, we gave him a rap. He's a great man. But if you ask Mark Nichols about every try he scored in his NRL career, he can talk you through who passed it, which defender was in front. He can run you through everything with photographic memory of his 4 pointers. It's not arrogance, it's just good fun, but it's left an impact. O'Sullivan with a shot for the record. Mark Nichols, 13 tries in his 172 NRL game career.
And the talk of this game has been the spine of the Titans and how much of a threat. But let's give Mark Nichols a rap here because he scored a double. 25th minute, just pushing through a hole, close to the line there. It's Kurt Donahue that threw the pass. And this time here off the kick. Again, the only one that wanted to be there and came up trumps.
And there he is, 35 years of age.
According to Andrew Voss, he'll be able to tell you and walk you through every one of the tries that I scored.
I'm backing him for 3. He's got 10 minutes. He's got 10 minutes to get a third. Where were you when KO Stadium?
Put this down. If he scores 3, I want you to go off bigger than you did with Alex Twile.
This pre-season challenge, Cooper. We're a week out from Vegas. We're just pacing ourselves.
Every moment counts, Andrew.
It does on Fox League. We love this sport. So 26-18 in the big picture. They're not out of it, the Dolphins. Not out of it at all. There is Nichols. Held up. Some lovely touches by the young fellas out on the right side. No NRL experience at all. And they're now playing side by side here. And Lemuelu just inside the Titans half. Sullivan. Pretty good set. They're chasing hard. There's an army of them there. And a great catch. It's given on the right wing. The group now with the ball for the Titans. They're having to work hard here. Des Hasler's side. Cross for Kelly. Kelly almost promoted it on his outside. Good counter-attack. Quick play, the ball helps. Fremel follows up. That's great play, Titans, in those last 2 tackles to get back up almost to halfway. Verrills. Fleece Haas has had his moments tonight. Nice play. Verrills left for Brimson. End over end, the bomb. There's Donahue with it.
They've mixed up nicely the king game between Campbell and Brimson. Campbell definitely the longer kicker of the 2 and dominated that part of the game, but when it gets into the attacking area, AJ Brimson steps up and takes a little bit more control.
Titans, by the way, only came here tonight, when I say only, 21 players, because some teams have gone in with 27 and 28 in this pre-season challenge. There's a little more game time for the Titans stars. Dolphins have 25 listed on their squad. Nikarima. And Finifuiake. It could have been a man on the moon moment. He was through for a moment. Crowd went up. Now Titans. It's given 10 metres away from the line.
I do like the ability of Finifuiake on the edge for the Dolphins this year, particularly running off someone like Cody Nikarima or Isaiah Katoa. When he gets it right, Finifuiake's hard to handle.
I know having a bit of fun with Nichols, but that's great play. I mean, he's the support player on the break. I mean, he's a player. He has a dig. Mark Nichols, respect.
We're giving, Jaden Campbell and Brimson a rap for instinct. Now, he does it a little bit slower than those 2, but Nichols has just put himself in the picture every time.
Tom Weaver's out there for the Titans. I think I'm right in saying the last of the players they've used tonight, the 21st player. Weaver with a kick down to Donahue. 6.5 to go. It has been good entertainment tonight, these 2 sides. A real genuine dress rehearsal for the NRL. And the Titans, of course, have the extra week to prepare because they have the bye in the first round. So very important that they found form tonight. And round 1, the Dolphins against Wayne Bennett's Rabbitohs. It'll be Friday, March 7 at Suncorp. Here's O'Sullivan. Donahue, nice move, straight up as he caught. 20 metres away from the line. Harrison Graham down the right side. O'Sullivan busy. Lost there in the tackle. Lemuelu. 5.5 to go. There's still a hope, but would have been nice to complete there, the Dolphins. Kelly goes long. Fielded by Sami. On to Fitzgibbon. And he's got to move. The flying beard is down the touchline. Big big and strong and fast and links up with De Groots, and he passes off the deck. Play on, who wants it? Dolphins slide into first base. That was a passage of play.
I am applauding first Fitzgibbon for the athleticism and the speed, but the most impressive part of that passage of play is the desperation of the Dolphins defenders. Multiple times players just kept turning up and saved the day. Christian Wolf would be pumped with that.
And the fact it was 2 at the end diving for the loose ball on the ground. You thought Fitzgibbon was going to get there. You thought De Groot was going to get there.
Jeez, Fitzgibbon's a mover.
Wasn't that a move? Just had a little bit of space, and around he went. He's a big boy. He scored a load of tries in the New South Wales Cup. Now Nicarima. He does the quarterback pass over the sideline. 4.5 to go. It's exciting. It's exciting. They're having a dig.
Look at this here again. Love to see young men back themselves when given an opportunity. And he just saw space to the right, dropped it back a gear and took off. I thought he should maybe did the right thing and set up the pass, but that Dolphins effort, 1, 2 players getting back there and 2 diving for the ball. Kurt Donahue dives on the ball, started in dummy half, playing fullback. Never say die attitude is something that Christian Wolf is very happy with.
And that was Harrison Graham who chased back with a tackle. He's the hooker, chasing back with a cover tackle. Great play late in the game too, you know, like we're talking 75th minute stuff. 26 to 18. Now for a Lakers. From a Dolphins fan, from a Titans fan, I can't wait for the first game of the season. See where they are at when it gets real. It's the Dolphins, Rabbitohs first up, and Titans with a bye.
Well, Dolphins fans don't get their team until Sunday of round 2.
Titans against the Bulldogs at Belmore. It'll be at Belmore, that one. Round 2, March 16, that is. Now for Vita. It feels an age way, doesn't it? We've got all the Vegas action beforehand. Tomorrow afternoon's good too. Roosters night, Storm Cowboys here on Fox League. Tomorrow afternoon and night, and now caught there by Donahue.
It'll be an interesting game tomorrow, the Storm and Cowboys. Both teams big losers in week 1. Both finals aspirations. Obviously Storm after losing the grand final. Aiming for big performance. That'll be a good game.
2.5 minutes to go. 8 points the difference. To try in this set just to really liven it up for the final minutes of the night. And that's been a compelling afternoon and night of rugby league on Fox and at KO with the Bulldogs and Broncos earlier.
2 minutes to get Nichols his third.
Yes, that's it. That's all it could be Nichols' time. There he goes. He's going to chase the bomb. Chase the bomb, the goat. Come on. Fitzgibbon. Oh, did he touch it? Did he touch it, Fitzgibbon?
Got no touch.
Oh, he's going to say no.
Long pass.
Okay. Now that would bring the house down. It's a bomb that he chases through and catch and jump. Well, maybe another day. Mark Nichols, the hat-trick. We'll leave that stat in the memory bank. Kelly's got the ball here for the Titans. Now De Groot and Fermor. To halfway. There was a stat in the off-season that said that De Groot actually hit the fastest speed of any player last year in an NRL game. I don't know what to make of it. But then that's right. Moffat Canberra will tell you what's wrong. He's his teammate. Brimson, but he can run, he can move. That kick, pressure. Donahue's off there again.
Surrender. Hold here, Bo. Please
proving himself a very valuable player. Kurt Donahue.
Kick him on effort alone.
Surrender. Held there.
Oh, there's a bit of crack. Hey, Francis and Donahue. Let's get it on. Boys, it's pre-season challenge. It's the last minute. Put the Dukes down.
Go 3.
O'Sullivan.
Last
Last minute of play, David Fafita puts a little autograph on the chest. Now O'Sullivan, the last roll of the dice, going for a 20-40, doesn't get it, and De Groot will come back with it. You always forget the 20-40 exists, don't you? But O'Sullivan thought about it. To his credit, he thought, I'll give that a crack. down by 8 in the final seconds of the game.
Absolutely worth it.
Mark, let go now.
Titans with the ball, and we've taken a lot away from tonight. Sad about injury troubles. Bostock, the worst of them for the Dolphins. Kieran Foran for the Titans. That is a worry.
Go 3, go with that.
But it sadly is part and parcel of trial matches that can happen. But fingers crossed for both of them. And the Titans, well, they have redeemed themselves after a horror show last week. Tonight, there's been plenty of highlights.
That was a challenge for me.
The Dolphins are going to have better days ahead as well. And in front of a big crowd, a sold-out crowd at KO Stadium. Full time, Titans 26, Dolphins 18.